Way. I don't know how many different ways to say it, but it was a special year, all things considered. And a new experience for me, Draymond Loon. Tried to make the most of it. Come back, bottle this up. Everybody make the.
Hold on. The Warriors should have never won this championship. Let's see what's good.
Just didn't go our way. I don't know how many different ways to say it, but it was a special year, all things considered. And a new experience for me, Draymond Loon. Tried to make the most of it. Come back, bottle this up. Everybody make the right strides, take advantage of the summer, and don't want to see us next year.
And that'll do it. It's over. The Golden State Warriors return to a familiar place. They're on top of the NBA world. The fourth title in 8 years. The Dubs dynasty is still very much alive.
He called it. Against all odds, the Warriors are now the 2022 NBA champions. Somehow, this team that was dead in the water just 2 seasons ago has been crowned NBA champions. But this team had no business even being here in the first place. This Warriors team was never supposed to win this championship. A roster full of has-beens and fringe players making a run at a championship? It's impossible. Well, at least it should have been impossible. But they've got Stephen Curry. And as I was watching Steph completely dismantle the Boston Celtics on their home court.
Okay, so I get it. This is going to be a 12-minute and 14 seconds sucking the life out of Steph Curry. That's what this is. Okay, because I read the title, oh, the Warriors should have won. Oh, maybe there's going to be some slander in here. Maybe I could get behind this. No, bro, this is going to be, oh, they shouldn't have won, bro, but look they did. Holy f***, they're that great.
To close out the finals, I thought to myself, I'll more than likely never see another player like this in my lifetime. What Steph is doing cannot be duplicated or repeated. He is truly a one of one. And I think it's time we take a closer look at where he ranks among the greatest players to ever play this game. Because the Warriors should have never won this championship. Today's video is brought to
Final seconds here of this 2018 NBA season. There's the buzzer. There's a new dynasty in the NBA. The Golden State Warriors champions once again, back-to-back titles, 3 in 4 years, and the latest with a sweep.
Do y'all remember exactly where you were and how you felt when this happened? I do. I vividly remember watching the Warriors dismantle the NBA year after year on their way to an all but certain championship. I remember sitting idly by as my favorite player was getting walked out of the building in the finals. It was inevitable, and it felt perpetual, like the reign of the Golden State Warriors was never going to end, and I would spend the rest of my days watching this unbeatable, unstoppable Goliath of a basketball team make quick work of every single organization that stood in their way. I felt hopeless. The Warriors pushed me to the brink of insanity, and it was never going to end. Or at least that's what I thought.
Ibaka trying to stay with Durant, knocks it away, and Durant's limping. Durant goes down holding his leg. Thompson running the floor, and a foul. And Thompson grabs his left knee.
Past a bit, and he closed out on a shooting hand stop.
Steph Curry with a lot of contact. He's holding that left wrist.
And that was it. A 5-year run, cementing their spot as one of the greatest dynasties in NBA history, all came crumbling down in a matter of moments. Goliath had fallen, and for the first time in half a decade, the door was open for other teams to win it all. The Raptors won their first championship in franchise history, the Bucks won their first championship in half a century, and the Lakers were crowned champions for the first time in a decade. The dragon had been slayed, and I could now rest knowing the Golden State dynasty was behind us.
6 NBA Finals in 8 years, 4 NBA championships, a remarkable run by any measure that only a handful of teams in the history of NBA have accomplished. Congratulations, you are the 2022 NBA champions.
I couldn't have been more wrong. Because somehow, despite injuries and roster changes and ups and downs and everything in between, the Warriors are...
So we're not going to talk about who the Warriors played this year. I hope he does. Who did they play in the playoffs, bro? Who did the Warriors play, bro? Who the fuck did they play? I want to know. I want to know who they played, bro. And I want to know who they played every other fucking season, dude. Let's see. An injured Nuggets team with only Jokic. Okay? Injured. An injured Grizzlies team with no Ja. A Dallas Mavericks team with Luka alone with injuries. The second best player on the team injured. Are you not seeing this? This is the luckiest team in the history of the world, bro. And then who do they play? The Boston Celtics. Who, listen, the Boston Celtics are a nice team. They're not beating the fucking Warriors, bro. Like, what are we, the Celtics? LeBron beat this exact same team by himself with J.R. Smith. Oh, dude, but like Tatum's better now. Is he? He's dribbling the ball off his face. Every single year that they have won, you can point to critical key injuries when the teams that they're facing. This is the luckiest fucking team in the face of the fucking universe, bro. Luckiest team of all time. Don't say dynasty. Don't say great. Don't say no. Fuck no, bro. It's so infuriating because what I'm saying will get lost. The truth will get lost. Like right now, I don't remember the fucking like storylines in like 2005 or like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't remember. Even like 2000 and like fucking like you don't remember the details, bro. The details will be gone. And all that it'll say is the Warriors won 2015, 2017, 2018, 2022, bro. That's all it's going to say. It's not going to say, oh, well, every single team they played was literally missing their best or second best player. It's not going to say that, bro. And they still were fucking like not even. So. This is the most frustrating thing I've ever seen. This is the most frustrating shit. And especially as a LeBron fan. Because all that is brought up is the details with LeBron. That's the only thing brought up, bro. But for these guys, for Jordan, 6 rings. There's no context to it. With this, there's just, Curry's got the same amount of rings as LeBron. There's no context here, bro. There's context. There's context. And it matters. It may not matter to you. You might not care. You might be just a casual fan and not really care. I have loved basketball, and other people can relate to me right now, for years and fucking years and years. Me since 2006. Some people longer, some people a little less. Doesn't matter. I don't respect the Warriors, bro. I don't respect them. I don't really think that they've done anything. I think they're a good team. I think Curry's a good player, bro. But acting like they're this unstoppable thing, bro. With KD, yes. But dude, this team without KD has been exposed, bro. They have been exposed, bro. They have been. They would have lost in 2015 if Kyrie and Love didn't get hurt. They did lose in 2016. And then you saw what happened the last 3 years when, you know, they are dealing with injuries. Right? And then this year, every single fucking team they faced had critical fucking injuries, bro. That didn't make their team their team. And if Middleton didn't get injured and the Bucks were fully healthy, I think the Bucks would have went fucking back to back, bro. Against any team that they played. I think Giannis is that fucking unstoppable. Giannis is that unstoppable, bro. Not Stephen Curry, bro. Steph gets fucking carried, bro. He does. But he gets all the glory, bro. He does. Let's keep watching this, bro. I've said my piece. I've said it.
Our champions, once again. We said they were getting too old. We said they were too injury prone. We said the roster looked like a G League team. We said they couldn't win without Kevin Durant. And they proved us all wrong. Just last season, if you told me the Warriors were going to win another championship, let alone a championship this season, I would have checked you into a mental institution. They went from one of the best teams in the history of the NBA to the worst team in the NBA to champions again in record time. Just take a moment to appreciate this roster that defied all odds and became champions. Out of the 14 players that suited up in the postseason, 6 of them had 0 playoff experience. Instead of seeking out the brightest stars around the league, the Warriors went and acquired players that fit within their system and maxed out their potential. They found value in guys like Gary Payton Jr. and Otto Porter Jr. They saw immense utility in guys like Andrew Wiggins and Jordan Poole and gave them a chance to shine on the biggest stage. Even Andre Iguodala, the oldest player in the entire NBA, played a crucial role as a mentor and a leader for the Warriors throughout the playoffs. This was a masterclass on coaching, adjustments, and players buying into their role and maximizing their impact on the game. The catalyst of this improbable run, the once-in-a-lifetime talent of Stephen Curry. Before this year's playoffs, we were asked who had the most to prove and whose legacy would be altered the most with the championship. I thought maybe Chris Paul, Giannis, James Harden, maybe even Luka Doncic, but the answer all along was Stephen Curry. Because now that he has a long-awaited, well-deserved Finals MVP, the man has done it all. 4 championships, 2 MVPs, 8 All-NBA teams, 8 All-Star appearances, 2 scoring titles, an All-Star MVP, most three-pointers in NBA history, and a Finals MVP. One of the greatest careers the NBA has ever seen. And at 34 years old, he is still as incredible as ever. Now, as NBA fans, we have an unhealthy obsession with all-time rankings, moving players around on our all-time list every other week like some sort of sick game of musical chairs. But if we're going to be honest with ourselves, I think we can all agree that there are a handful of players that remain a step above everyone else. And these are those players. Now, where you choose to rank these players will be different depending on who you ask. Personally, I have them ranked like this. Now, this all-time top 10 has virtually remained the same for years. The most recent player to be on this list was LeBron James, who's been on it for about a decade now. And before him, the most recent players to join this exclusive club were Tim Duncan and Kobe Bryant. Regardless of where you choose to rank these players among your all-time top 10, the players that make up this top 10 haven't budged in over a decade. Recently, I was tempted to add Kevin Durant to this list, but realistically, I couldn't bring myself to remove anyone in his place, so he remains on the outside looking in. But after this championship run by Stephen Curry and his entire season as a whole, the time has come. It's time we add a new player to this list. It's been a long time coming, and it's well deserved. Stephen Curry is